Hi everyone, and welcome to a Knit California vlog. My name is Leslie. I am a knitter, spinner, and yarn enthusiast in Southern California, and we're at Flock Fiber Festival this weekend, and I'm so excited to be here. The weekend has already started off with some knitting and some friends. I flew up to Seattle this morning. It's Friday, August 9th, and I was picked up by Ella at Dislocated Needles and Sam from Clockwork Fiber Co. And we're about to start our fun touristy little day. We're gonna go to Pike Place. We're gonna have some lunch. We're gonna see the sights, do some things, do some knitting. They're waiting for me down in the car, so better go meet them. Let's go. We started our tourist journey at Pike Place. Of course, we had to enjoy the views of the water and the Ferris wheel and the ferry coming in from Bainbridge Island. Pike Place on a Friday afternoon was obviously crowded. It's the place to be, but we were immediately on a mission to get food at Beecher's Handmade Cheese. When I got back in the car after checking into the hotel, the first question I got was, "Leslie, do you like cheese?" And of course the answer was yes, but the question needed to be asked because Beecher's Handmade Cheese is the place to get your cheesy food at Pike Place. This is one of Ella's favorite spots, and we all got some combination of the mac and cheese, a sandwich, and or a bretzel, aka a bread pretzel. The mac and cheese was rich and creamy and delicious, and I am a sucker for any type of soft pretzels. And the pretzel was cheesy, herby, and with a bit of a kick from some red pepper flakes. I would absolutely eat there again. After Beecher's, we set off again to wander the market. There were many street performers to catch our attention. Did anyone see the violinists who were wearing cat masks? And of course, the seemingly endless stalls with the most beautiful flowers. There was a lot of art and more great views of the water. We didn't go inside, but of course I had to stop for a video of the first Starbucks ever. I have been inside before, and it's cool to be inside the very first location of something that is now so huge and so popular and all over the world. Can I tell you something else about Pike Place Market? It's the smell. It's a really interesting blend of fresh florals, fish, and with a steady undertone of weed. Was I surprised by this smell? No, absolutely not, but I wouldn't say it was the most pleasant. We did a full walkthrough of the market to get to the iconic Public Market Center sign, and I was a little annoyed at this UPS truck for blocking the full view, but you know what? It's okay. I got over it.
We just found a yarn shop.
This was a huge surprise. We had no idea there were yarn shops in the marketplace. And we found out later that there's a brand new second yarn shop on one of the lower floors of the market that we did not see. But so much yarn was so cute, and everyone inside was really excited to be gearing up for Flock the next day. We then set off on a mission to find some tea for Ella's boyfriend, and we ended up at Perennial Tea Room. Okay, I am not a big tea person, but if you are a tea lover, this is definitely a spot you need to check out. I loved the way they had all the teas set up. It was so visually appealing, and the two people working this day were so lovely and so nice, and they were both knitters. They recognized us as knitters there for Flock right away because I was still wearing my Flock t-shirt from last year, and they asked us what projects we were carrying around with us, and we got to tell them about my California sweater design, since that is what Ella's been working on, and about Sam's yarn dyeing, and it was just such a sweet and unexpected moment. The next place we stumbled upon, we had to go in for Rachel of Rachel is Knitting. If you don't know, Rachel is our purple knitting queen of Instagram and YouTube, so when I saw the purple store where everything inside is purple, we knew we had to take a look. And I'm gonna be honest, it was a little weird, okay? They had everything from t-shirts to tote bags, from kitchenware to slippers, From Christmas ornaments to housecoats to furniture. The theme was literally anything and everything purple, and I didn't really understand it, but you know what? I can respect it. As we were leaving the market, we got to witness the infamous fish toss, but of course, I started filming it right as it was over, so sorry. We spent the next couple hours catching up and knitting in the AC in my hotel room because it was muggy and warm and we were now very tired after Sam and I had flown in that night / that morning. But the evening segment of our day, Ella and I went to McMinamins Six Arms for a knit night meetup hosted by Gary from Gary Knits, Gary Rides, and Nicole from Prof Pearl. And it was so fun to meet some new people, get some knitting in, chat about everything we were excited for the upcoming weekend, and all that good stuff. Wow. What a day. It is almost 10 p.m. on Friday, August 9th. First day being here for Flock Fiber Festival. Did I wake up at 4 a.m. to come to a yarn festival 2 states away? Yes, I did. Absolutely. Now it's time to rest, go to sleep for the night, wake up, because tomorrow is going to be insane. I just know the marketplace is going to be crazy. I think I'm actually gonna try and get there sort of when it opens at 10 to try and get some merch. I think I want to try to get a t-shirt. We'll see how that goes. And I think I'm really just like imagining that tomorrow is going to be a day of just meeting a lot of people who I really only talk to now on Instagram. I feel like it's just going to be my whole Instagram feed, Instagram stories, like come to life and meeting all of these people. So that's what I'm expecting. I really hope it lives up to my expectations. And yeah. All right, see you tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. It's the first day of Flock. Okay, if you hear random noises, the people in this room are really loud and kind of annoying, but that's okay. Okay, we're gonna make coffee. This is for you, Rachel. It's too hot. Oh, I just burned my mouth. I'm not gonna be able to taste anything for the rest of the week. But it's coffee. I have a little bit of time before the marketplace opens, and I have been trying to find time to do a press-on manicure for the last couple of days and just haven't had the time. So now I do. I'm going to attempt to do this super stick mani from Olive and June while I watch. Can you see her? There she is. Hi, Rachel. Rachel's last installment of the Scotland tour vlogs. I'm so excited to see how this trip wrapped up. And yeah, hopefully this will help calm some of my nerves for the next couple of hours. ready to go to the marketplace. I brought my Knit California tote because I was like, I don't want to be pressured to buy any other totes. I know there's gonna be like a million for sale. The flock ones look huge, but I was like, you know what, we gotta represent Knit California, obviously. And hold on, I'm wearing my Palm Springs tank today. It's actually the only knit I brought with me, and it's supposed to be really warm today, so hopefully it's cool inside the convention center, but I've got a tank top, so should be good. And just jeans and my really dirty white sneakers, so okay, wish me luck. I'm nervous. Bye. Okay, yeah, so I was so nervous walking over to the convention center from my hotel. I think it's totally normal to be nervous that first day walking in, especially when you don't know what to expect and what the day is going to bring. I stayed at the Hyatt Regency and it was really nice and was literally a 4-minute walk to the Summit building where Flock was being held. My nerves calmed down a lot when I found Ella and Sam in line.
First time in Knit California.
Yes!
I really enjoy it.
Oh, thank you so much! The marketplace opened at 10 a.m. on Saturday, and everyone had to have their tickets scanned and get their wristbands. There were 2 separate lines for those who had pre-bought tickets. Then there was another line for those looking to purchase a ticket, which was basically empty, by the way. And then a third line for vendors and teachers. The line moved relatively quickly, which was nice. Then we headed up the escalators to the marketplace. The first 2 hours of both Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. to noon were masked shopping events. And as soon as we entered the market floor, we ran straight for the merch line. Sam wanted a tote and Ella and I wanted t-shirts, and I was really worried about stock selling out fast.
I told myself I wasn't gonna get a tote, and then I got up to the merch counter, and I'm getting a tote.
And yes, I said I wasn't going to get a Flock tote, but my friend Christine asked me to get one for her since we were already in line, and as soon as I got up to the front and saw them in person, I knew I had to have one. They are huge and they're so cute. After scoring my merch, I met up with Christine and we first went to see Kate at the reddoorfs booth. Of course, I also had to check out the Rain or Shine shawl by Stephen West that Rachel from Into the Wools knit as a sample for Kate, and it's so bright and soft and squishy. Great job, Rachel. It was so fun to have a little piece of you there. While we were in the Red Door booth, Christine got a text from her husband that there were sheep in the marketplace, so then we obviously had to book it to the other side of the floor to find these guys. Look, I don't know how there were sheep in the convention center, but they were there and they were cute, and they had little bells, and I loved them so much. Then I wanted to find the Sorella booth because I knew she had brought the Taylor Swift Eras Tour collection with her, and I needed a couple more skeins for my future Taylor Swift themed blanket. We didn't know where the booth was, but we eventually scoped it out. This is what it was like for me walking everywhere. I basically couldn't go more than 15 feet without getting stopped by someone who watches the channel or follows on Instagram, and I promise you, I loved every minute of meeting everyone and saying hi. These interactions were truly the highlight of the weekend for me. We finally found the Sorella booth and were immediately drawn into the Eras Tour 2.0 collection colorways. This is the smallest man who ever lived. The darker hot pink is Down Bad. The variegated blue purple is Who's Afraid of Little Old Me. The dark gray is Fortnite. And there were so many amazing new colors that we could purchase and that are coming for pre-orders soon. There were just over 100 booths at the event, including the merch booth and the winding station. So there was so much to see. We wanted to make sure we hit all of our favorite dyers to say hi to them in person, and some of the larger yarn shops that had bases we wanted to feel and squish. So we ended up not looking at each booth in order, which was definitely a choice. I'm still not sure I saw all the booths that were there. A couple highlights from Saturday were the littlefiberco booth and all her scrumptious fibers she had on offer, this soft fluffy wool from local color farm and fiber, and this big emotional support chicken, and this little baby one. This is the first festival I've attended as a spinner, so as you can imagine, I was so drawn into all the fiber. Kira Wiggins is a new to me maker who had hand spun yarn and dyed fiber, and I immediately fell in love with her braids and her pink pony club show color. And it was her 30th birthday on Saturday, so happy birthday again, Kira. I also had to hit up the Mork Made Fiber booth and meet Nicole in person, since we have been chatting over DMs for a while now, and she has been offering me so much advice about spinning. Nicole is part of the leadership of the Los Angeles Spinning Guild, so if you're in the LA area looking for spinning resources or a group, this is your person. Go follow her. And oh my god, did you see those bats? Amazing. The Seattle Convention Center Summit Building seemed like the perfect location for this event. Off to the side of the marketplace were dozens of round tables for folks to sit and relax, knit, eat, and hang out, and in the same area is where they had the panels. There were panels going almost all day. This one that I got a shot of is the Crochet Inclusivity panel with Tony from TL Yarn Crafts, Lori of AK Lori Designs, Becca of Radiant Beans, and Britt of Makers of Color Collective. Towards the end of the day, I was starting to get pooped. I had walked around so much, talked to so many people, my adrenaline was on high alert nonstop, so taking a little break to sit with Christine, Sam, and Ella and knit for a few minutes was much appreciated. After my little break, and as the day was starting to wind down, the marketplace was a lot less crowded, and I wanted to do another walkthrough to showcase some snippets of some booths.
I'll let you back over here. No, of course not.
Today has been totally insane. I did a little bit of damage. Okay, I'm back from day one of Flock Saturday, and I'm sitting on the floor in my hotel room because I've got decent light coming from the window, and you are sitting on a chair. And that's how we can get good height It's how we're gonna get good footage, okay? I'm gonna show you what I got today because I'm really excited and I'm gonna tell you all about it. First of all, it was amazing. It was overwhelming in like a good way. If you've been to a fiber festival before, you know what it's like. There are so many people, there are so many booths, there's so much yarn. It's a lot to take in, but it's like it nourishes you and it feeds your soul because like all of the people that you are surrounded with are very like-minded and that they love yarn, they love knitting, they love crochet, you know, they love whatever hobby it is that they love. Spinning, there's so much fiber. Wait till I show you my fiber. Like, we're in a good place. I am a little bit peopled out right now, but I had such a good time. So let me start and I'll just show you what I got and then maybe we can get into it a little bit more. In my crafting era from Sorella, okay, I really love this paper bag. I'm going to cut this out, put it in my journal somewhere. I'm obsessed with this. So I got 3 skeins from Sorella to go in my Taylor Swift blankets. That is an upcoming project. They had most of the Eras Tour collection there from the previous Eras Tour collection from last year, and then they had some of the new colorways as well. So I got Should Have Said No to go in my debut section. I got Karma for my midnight section. And one of the new colorways, Ready For It, for Reputation. The only other Reputation color I have is like very dark and moody, and so I feel like this will contrast that very nicely with the cream base, and then I really love the red and pink speckles. So excited for that. Okay, I stopped by Littlefiberco to see Lauren, and I got this amazing purple yarn. This is silk fingering, 100% mulberry silk, 2-ply, 100 grams, 437 yards. The colorway is called Sprinkled, and I mean, this is gonna be a tank top at some point. It's just such a gorgeous purple silk yarn. I also got a braid of fiber from Littlefiberco. This is called Pairs Well With Friends. I think this was a Flock exclusive colorway, and it's a 100% blue face luster, 26 microns, 4 ounces. So gorgeous. I got a couple stitch marker sets. So this is from Denim and Rain, the sheep, and then 3 of the just circles. And I got really excited about the stickers in the Denim and Rain booth also. So, knitting hands, skein of yarn, and then sheep and flock. And then these are from Hello Lavender. Ugh. And I just thought they were gorgeous. Here, let me see. Okay. So gorgeous. Okay, and then look, I told myself I wasn't gonna get a Flock tote because I was bringing my Knit California tote and I was like, I don't need any more tote bags. And then I got to the front of the line and I was like, oh gosh, I think I really want a tote. And so I ended up with a tote. And let me tell you, this is a humongous tote. And it has a zipper, there's a little pocket inside. Like, this was a great purchase because I used this to hold most of my purchases for the day. And I love it. I think it's gonna be a really great sweater project bag as well. Okay, I think my favorite thing that I bought today is the first thing in this bag. Look how gorgeous this is. This is a bat from Mork Made Fiber. And I was so excited to meet Nicole because she and I have been DMing on Instagram. Anytime I have like a spinning question, she DMs me. She's also like the president of the LA Fiber Guild, Spinning Guild, I think. And so she does outreach and all this stuff. And she's been trying to get me to come up and see them. And it's, you know, if I lived a little bit closer to LA, I told her I would be all about that. I would be in, like I would be sucked in. You wouldn't be able to get rid of me, but it's just a little bit too far from where I live. But she had all of these amazing bats of different colors. I saw the pink and the purple and I said, that one is me. Please, I would like it. And yes, so I came home with this. It's merino. And there's synthetic Firestar and Angelina Sparkle. And then there's a bunch of silk in here. Tessa cultivated silk noil and recycled sari silk. And it's 2.9 ounces. So if you are a spinner and you're not following Mork Made Fiber, highly, highly, highly recommend. Okay, I also saw this braid in a booth. And I had to have this as well. Look how gorgeous this is. Light pink, light purple, and some tweedy bits in here as well. This is from Kiera Wiggins, and it's called Speckle. 50% Shetland, 10% viscose, 40% South American wool, 100 grams. The colorway is Strawberry Scoop. Isn't that so cute? Hand dyed in New Jersey. And here's her Instagram. Kiera WXYZ. She was new to me, but it was also her 30th birthday today, and that was so special. So I'm really, really in love with that. I got 2 skeins of M3 Sueño in the colorway Hugo. This is a 100% merino wool sport weight. Each of these are 50 grams, 150 yards. Naturally dyed in Portland, Oregon. You may know M from the Sibling Energy podcast. I'm obsessed. I love it. And I really love this color. This is going to be really nice on me. Although it's only 100 grams sport weight, so I don't know what I'm going to make. I might need to go get another one tomorrow. Or probably need more. The first yarn that I got was from reddoorfs. I had to go see Kate, and I got I'm a 10, so I pull a Ken. And this is her classic sock base, 75-25 superwash merino nylons. Look, if you haven't tried this base, it's amazing. This is what I'm knitting my mini mock neck tank in right now, and it literally feels like cashmere. And I was like, Kate, this base is so good. I literally had to pull out my mini mock neck, and I was like, Kate, please look at my project in your yarn. I'm obsessed. I love it. And she was like, I love it too. This color looks so good on you. So that was really nice. These are a gift. I can't show you. Oh. I got a Black Pearl Magic bag, smiley faces, happy faces, and pink checkerboard. This is so pretty, and I had a lovely time chatting with Shayla. I got my Flock t-shirt in sage green, and I got 2 skeins of Explorer Knits and Fibers on Denali sock in the colorway Squim. Okay, we first got there exactly as you would expect. The EKF booth was crazy, and then later in the day the line had died down a bunch and I was able to go in and grab these. I just think this is a really, really nice purpley gray color, and so I'm really excited about these. I also got a Jam PDX mug with sheep on it. I'm not going to unwrap it right now because I don't want to have to wrap it back up, but that is... Oh, I got this soap. It's a citrus soap. It smells so good. It's so good. And I got a bunch of other stickers as well. This is from Elizabeth Can Stitch. A quart of wool and needles. And the Red Door logo. I got a friendship bracelet from the Sorella booth. It says TSSY, Sorella Yarn, Taylor Swift. I'm tired, guys. Today was a lot, but it was so much fun. I'm gonna have to come and chat with you in a bit. I was not able to come back and chat this night because I was so tired. I spent the rest of the night knitting for a bit and scrolling all the Flock Day 1 posts on Instagram and preparing for day 2. Good morning. I woke up at like 4 a.m. and couldn't go back to sleep. This isn't unusual for me, but my brain was just like buzzing with everything that happened yesterday, day 1 of Flock, and also like started to think about all of the people I didn't get a chance to meet or say hi to yesterday who I know are gonna be back today, and what yarn I still wanted to go pick up, and yeah, so I'm really tired, but I tried going back to sleep. I laid here for an hour and a half with my eyes closed and my brain just buzzing. But it's about, oh, it's actually a little later than I thought. It's about 7 right now, and I laid out all of my yarn so that I could get a good look, get a better idea of what I got so that I can, you know, have an image. I'm gonna take a picture and, you know, try not to get like the same stuff again today, as well as some of my fiber. And I was good and updated my journal with my yarn in, so I've got that all accounted for now. Now I just need to remember when I get home to put it in the spreadsheet, but that's a fun little task for tomorrow or Tuesday or whenever. But yeah, I just wanted to say good morning. I think Ella and Sam are gonna come pick me up eventually, and we're actually gonna go get breakfast this morning. We did not get breakfast yesterday, and by like 10, no, maybe it was like 11 a.m. yesterday, I was starving. And they had little like sandwiches and some, I think it was Chinese food. I think they had like orange chicken and stuff in the same room at the convention center, but I had a sandwich. It was okay. It wasn't the best, but it kept me fueled and energized enough to keep going with the rest of the day. But I think we're gonna get brunch. There was talk of French toast, and that'll be nice to have a full belly going into day 2. So I'm really excited. The one thing that I really want to do today is I want to get a mini set from Sorella Yarn and, like, you know, pick out all my colors. I think they call it the mini palette experience. So that's like the one big thing that I've really been thinking about all morning. So yeah, I'm so excited. I'm ready for a good day 2. Okay, if you watched my last podcast, you would have heard me talk about curling my hair for the first time with my Beach Weaver automatic curling iron, and I've been doing it also these last 2 days at Flock, and I just have to show you I'm getting better. I'm understanding how this thing is working, and I think today especially, my hair turned out really nice, and I'm really happy about it, and I just wanted to share. Okay, thanks. Okay, the outfit of the day is my Knit California t-shirt, jeans, and again, my very dirty tennis shoes, but it's gonna be a great day. We went to Oddfellows in Capitol Hill for brunch on Sunday, and indeed, there was French toast on the menu. We had about a 20 to 30 minute wait for a table, so I was able to get some knitting in while we waited. I worked on my mini mock neck tank anytime we were out and about or when we were at the marketplace, because as a fingering weight tank top, it's just endless miles of stockinette that I'm working on. And then when I was in the hotel room, I was working on the back panel of my second California sweater. Once inside Oddfellows, I had a cinnamon sugar latte that was super delicious, and finally we got our thick French toast with apples and orange marmalade. After brunch, we headed back to the convention center for day 2. I had a DM from Melissa at Stitches Be Slippin' that she had her finished California sweater with her on the steps, so we made our way there first to admire. This is the first finished California sweater from my tester group that I was able to see in person, and it was so special. Once back inside the marketplace, we beelined our way over to the Sorella booth to say hello to Ashley and Brooke and to take part in the Petite Palette experience. This is what I had been thinking about doing at 4 a.m. when I couldn't sleep, and it was so much fun. Definitely worth it. I told Brooke that I wanted pinks and blues and a California vibe, and while we started with some muted colors, at some point I said we needed to add some hot pink, and we totally ended up switching to a more vibrant palette that I feel is very me and very Knit California. Ella also created her own palette. Look at both of them together, aren't they gorgeous? The Sorella booth was one of my favorites from the whole festival, with all the little Taylor Swift and Eras Tour touches, signs, and colorways. The rest of Sunday at the marketplace was honestly a blur. I seriously don't know how time passed so quickly. I talked to so many more people and was able to see almost everyone I wanted to say hi to, and again, by the end of the afternoon, I was exhausted. Hey, future Leslie here. Okay, so the next segment of this video is a segment that I am calling Instagram in Real Life. Basically, every time I ask to take a photo with someone, I also ask if they wanted to be in my vlog, and basically I just ask them to wave and say hi. These are all people who I've looked up to in the Instagram and YouTube and yarn dyeing and fiber communities, and who I talk with online all the time. This, to me, is the epitome of the flock experience. Seeing in real life your personal internet community, and it cannot be overstated how amazing it was. Okay, enjoy. There's Jess. Goodness, I am back in my hotel room, obviously. It is 7:45 p.m. on Sunday night after the second day of flock, and I'm here to kind of wrap everything up and show you my haul from today. Yes, I got more stuff today. I was expecting to not get as much as yesterday, but I think I ended up with slightly more. So look, this is a no judgment zone, judgment-free zone. If you're gonna go talk about how much yarn I bought and how much money I spent on Reddit, please don't, okay? Or if this happens, I don't wanna know about it, okay? I got like 2 of my favorite purchases today. 2 out of 3. I have a top 3 of my purchases, and 2 of them I got today, so I'm very excited to show those to you. And yeah, then we'll close out the vlog, okay? Are you ready? Okay, so I want to show you these first. I got 2 more fiber braids from Three Fates yarn. This one, Lovely Blues, is Climate Beneficial Rambouillet and Tussa Silk. Rambouillet, aka French Merino, is soft and bouncy, hand-dyed in Salem, Oregon. And actually met Stefania from Three Fates Yarn at the meetup on Friday night. Her and Ella and I were sitting at the end of a table together, so we were chatting for like a very long time. So I definitely wanted to go check out her booth, and so I got this, and I also got this purpley blue braid. And this one is 100% Polworth. So I think I'm gonna try to apply them together, and it'll give like really nice like mermaid vibes. So I was really, really excited about these two. Okay. The rest of my purchases today are mostly from two dyers. I kind of went ham at Explorerknits and at Sorella because there were a lot less people in those booths today, and I could kind of see what was left in there. And yeah, I don't need to justify this, okay? Let me talk to you first about one of the sweater quantities I picked up from Explorerknits. This is Rain Shadow. So I got 3 skeins on Denali sock. It's just this really lovely, like dusty gray undertone, light blue, and it's really, really pretty. So 3 skeins on Denali sock and 3 skeins on Surrey alpaca, and I can hold these for a California sweater. Sorry, I got a Surrey fluff in my mouth. This is either gonna be a California sweater, or there's a new pattern that I saw a couple people testing coming from Tori U that is also like a large gauge pattern with fingering and Surrey. It's kind of similar to the Lento and the California sweater, but it's got a slightly different shoulder construction, and so I'm really interested in that as well. So we'll see, but I really, 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 really love these. Otherwise I wouldn't have gotten them. So my Rain Shadow. And then stopped at the Sorella booth a couple times. I think you saw me make my petite palette. I am absolutely in love with this, like so in love with this. Talking with Brooke and just telling her kind of what I was looking for. I originally said, okay, I want pinks and blues, like a coastal California vibe. And we started out very like dusty, light colorways. And I was like, you know what? I want a little bit more vibrancy. I really want a hot pink and some bright blues. And I think I was standing there for probably a good like 10-15 minutes building this palette because we just kept switching things out and going like brighter and brighter and brighter. And I'm really glad that I told her I wanted brighter because I'm so in love with this. Now I know you're gonna ask, what am I gonna make with it? I don't know yet. Some sort of striped sweater, cardigan, something. But like I'm truly, truly obsessed and in love. So this was stop number 1 at the Sorella booth today. Stop number 2, I got Down Bad, which is one of the new Tortured Poets Department colors. It's hot pink, like, come on, this is my color. On nylon sock, so it's the 80/20 superwash merino nylon base. And I got 2 skeins of Speak Now. This color was really speaking to me now. And I feel like, yes, I could use one of these skeins in my blanket, but I think I have a purple Speak Now. And so I might make a tank top with these because I really like them. Or I'll put one in the blanket and make like a hat or something with the other one. I don't know. But I felt like I needed 2 of these. And then one of the reasons why I went back a second/third time was I really was looking for yarn to make the Chesley toque, I forget. And so it's worsted held with a lace weight. And so I had seen this color a few times while in the Sorella booth. It's called Second Chances. I'm pretty sure this was from the library collection, and it's this really gorgeous periwinkle color. And I just kept being drawn to it. It was on like the kind of overflow shelves where they had a lot of the library collection and like non-Eras Tour colorways. And so they had one of these left. And then also on those shelves, they had this Surrey, which is called Emily Gilmore. So obviously this was from the Gilmore Girls collection, Stars Hollow collection. And I know they're kind of pretty different, but I think this is gonna make a really, really nice Chesley toque like held together, because you'll mostly be getting the periwinkle and then it'll have a dark kind of fluff, dark like gray-ish fluff. I don't know, I think it's gonna be really interesting held together. So, and a little hat. I think this will be cool. Okay, and then one of my last favorite purchases, I can't believe this was still there. This was in the Serial Knitters Dye House booth, and we were just walking by, and I think Ella stopped because she saw something she liked, and I was like standing next to like a 3-tiered basket. And this was just like in the middle basket, and I looked at it and I was like, oh my God. Look. Okay. This is DK Surrey. It's called Surrey Floof is what she named the base. And it's a one-of-a-kind called Pink Cheetah. 246 yards per 100 grams. And I have 3 skeins of this. Okay. If you are not at Flock this year, let me tell you, this Surrey DK base is like running rampant among all of the dyers. Like almost everyone had it. It was like new base in stock. Like this is the new trend, is the Surrey DK base. And there were only 3 skeins of this, and I said I need all 3 of these. Look how good this matches my manicure. I'm gonna need to take a picture of that. That's amazing. And so my thought was originally to hold these with a fingering weight yarn. And when we went back over to Explorerknits, I picked out in my neon era on Earthy Sock. So I've got 3 skeins of this on Earthy Sock, and I would like to hold it with the Surrey DK. Now, the only thing I am a little bit worried about, first of all, I probably didn't need 3 skeins of this on fingering weight, because this is 436 yards and this is only 246 yards. So I have a lot less Surrey DK than I do of the fingering weight. And I just don't know if I have enough of this Surrey DK for a full sweater quantity. Like if I wanted to do a California sweater or something. So we'll have to see. I'm gonna have to play around with this. If you have any other sweater ideas, 246 yards. This is a little bit less than 750 yards total. And I'm typically like a size extra large in garments. I would love to knit this up into a garment. I don't know, if you have any thoughts, any ideas, let me know. Leave them in the comments below. But this is one of my top 3 purchases. Petite palette, top 3 purchase. And this was from yesterday. But my Mork Made Fiber bat top 3 purchase. So this is like, you know, a few different items, and they're really, really fun. And I'm really, really happy with all of the purchases that I made this weekend. Okay, I had to change my camera battery. Yeah, so those are my purchases. Here's the whole haul. It's a lot, but I'm like I said, I'm really happy with all of my purchases. I got a couple friendship bracelets. So this first one on top, I don't know if you can see this, says, oh, spell it this way. Okay. SY Sorella Yarn, TS Taylor Swift. And then this one I got today, what does that say? Oh, it says 24, and then it says flock. And I love them so much. I wish I had had enough time to make friendship bracelets, but next year I definitely will need to. After the marketplace closed today, we went back to McMinamins Six Arms with a group of people that we had met at the marketplace today, and we had dinner, we had a couple beers, and we just chatted for a couple hours, and it was just so nice to have a group of other knitters who I really hadn't met before, hang out with them, chat with them, and just spend the last evening here at Flock with other knitters. And I guess to like wrap this all up, like this weekend has been so incredible. And it's really been the people and like meeting everyone. So to everyone who is watching this, who came up to me and said hello, like thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. It really, really means a lot. First of all, that you guys like watch these videos is like so insane sometimes, but just the kindest words that you all said to me, it really, really means a lot, and I really, really appreciate it. And that was like, for me, one of the best parts of Flock. Ella and Sam kept teasing me like, you know, Leslie can't walk more than 5 feet without stopping and talking to someone else who wants to say hi to her. And like, yes, it's true. And you know, other people ask me like, oh, is it weird? Like, no, it's not weird. It's immensely flattering in a good way. Okay, I'm not talking about bodies and body shaping and how clothes fit, but like nice to have so many people come up to you and to say hello. Yes, it can be a little overwhelming, but like when I come to a fiber festival like this, it's 100% expected. You know, I put it out on my Instagram and I was like, please come say hi to me. So yes, I brought it on myself and I expected it, and I love it so much. So thank you guys. Of course, the shopping was fun as well. I mean, did I need all of this yarn? No, but did I expect to buy a lot of this yarn? Yeah, I did. I mean, who's gonna come to a fiber festival and like not buy any yarn? Come on. And oh, seeing people working on my California sweater test knit, seeing a finished California sweater, that was amazing as well. I don't have very many other words. It really was. I heard a few people say this, and I remember thinking this before I like got into Seattle on Friday. It really is like Instagram coming to life. And while there are so many other people that I talk to on Instagram who weren't able to make it to Flock, you know, for those that I was able to see and to meet, it just feels like a full embodiment, like, of my stories, like, coming to life, and everyone that I watch, everyone that I talk to, everyone that I, you know, comment on photos and videos of, and it was really fun. So if you weren't able to make it to Flock this year, I hope you enjoyed watching this video and kind of seeing a little bit of the behind the scenes of what it was like. I hope you get a chance to make it out to this fiber festival sometime in the future. I'm really, really hoping to come back next year because I loved it so much. Yeah, I don't know if I have much more to say. If I do, we'll see another clip probably from when I get home, but this really might be the end of it. I had an amazing time. I met so many amazing people, and I will be back. So All right, I gotta go pack because my flight is at 9 a.m. tomorrow. So I've gotta be at the airport a little bit early. And then I'm gonna go home and see my husband and my stepson and my pups. And one last thing, I am planning on going to the SoCal Fiber Fest in Pomona, California, Southern California, in November. So if you missed out on Flock, maybe you're in the SoCal area. I went to SoCal last year and it was so much fun. I think it's gonna be even bigger and better this year, the second year of the SoCal Fiber Fest. So maybe you can plan. I think it's the weekend before Thanksgiving, so maybe you can plan to be at that one, and I hope to see you there. So, more yarn.